To me, here we go. Almost got through it.
Sun rises behind her eyes.
So, on a beautiful afternoon in Santa Monica, we welcome all of you to this community of faith. I want you to know that our church of St. Monica welcomes everyone. This will not be a very long celebration, so I'm inviting you to really give them your attention, your care, your prayer, and your love during this sacred ceremony.
She's my captain, she's the sea. She's the sun on my back, baby, believe me, believe me.
Molly, I am so madly in love with you, and standing up here, I feel like the luckiest guy in the world. Today I get to marry the love of my life, my best friend, and my forever ball and chain. Walking into your parents' house 15 years ago, I thought I was just meeting my freshman year roommate, but I had no idea that night I was also standing in the same kitchen as my future wife. I remember that convertible Camaro that I rented for our trip up to Santa Barbara the weekend that I asked you to be my girlfriend. I was so anxious driving to pick you up, and the more I thought about it, I wasn't nervous to ask you out, but deep down, I knew that if we were gonna become a couple, that one day I'd be dropping down on one knee to ask you to be my wife. You are truly one of a kind, and you have changed my life in so many ways. You have turned me into the best version of myself, and you love me for who I am. Even when I come home, after a long day of golf with the boys, and I let you know that I shot in the hundreds, you are still always my biggest cheerleader. To me, you're perfect. You have a heart of gold. You're confident. You're beautiful. You're kind. You're a woman of faith. You're a leader. I can't wait to start a family with you. And you truly are going to be the best mom one day. It doesn't matter if we're poor or rich, if our kids go to Chaminade or Westlake High. I look forward to the rest of our lives together, because how can I ever have a bad day when I get to wake up and go to sleep next to you? We truly are better together, and I love you with all my bones.
She's my captain, she's the sea.
Since you walked through my parents' door in 2008, I knew you were something special. You came in all happy with the gift of Gab, and your presence just took over the entire room. It's no wonder that 14-year-old me had the fattest crush on you, but who wouldn't? You are the most caring person in the whole world. I always tell people that you're the kind of guy that would take the shirt off your back, or that would give the shirt off your back to someone even if you didn't have a shirt to begin with. You're loud, funny, wild, generous, passionate. I could go on, but if I had to sum you up in one word, it would be committed. Commitment is sacrifice. As the tattoo on your right bicep reads, I will sacrifice for those I love. And boy, do you live out those words each and every day. I had a really good gut feeling. A gut feeling strong enough to convince all my friends in high school, college, and after that I just was supposed to end up with David Allen. I remember sitting in church one Sunday, and the priest was giving his homily about praying for your future husband or wife. And he said, instead of praying prayers looking for the right person, you should pray that your person is doing well right now. But I would end my prayer with, and if I could make a special request, please make it David Allen. Safe to say, God was working through us over the years as we grew as individuals. You, David Allen, are the only dream man I've ever had. And now I get to stand up here and have my dream come true. You are everything I could have ever imagined and more, and I can't wait to love you, support you, and be your biggest fan until the day I die.
David started off with an A clap tonight, huh?
Dave and I had a sick bachelor pad in Playa del Rey with like a nice hot tub, ocean view, and one weekend where my sister's coming in from Spring Hill, and she's like, "I'd love to come hang out with you guys, stay and hang out." I was like, "Sure, I love my sister. This is awesome." And then somewhere around like 10 p.m. at night, as we were in the hot tub, I realized that I was tagging along on their romantic evening. Somewhere I became the third wheel. And so we could fast forward again to like a couple years ago, and Dave finally had grown the courage to talk to me about dating my sister, you know, like a proper, hey, you know. And everybody at the time knew it except for Mac and my dad. But I'll never forget what I told Dave at that moment. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you're nervous, but I'll never forget it. I told you that Molly, you'll never meet another girl like her. She's truly one of a kind. I told you to hold on to her and never let her go, because you'd regret it if you did. And in the back of my mind, I knew that this day would come.
You know, the thing that is amazing about Molly is that she loves people unconditionally, and she's always for the underdog. Always for the underdog. Dave mentioned that today. She's confident. She's a leader. She's loyal. She's athletic, which Dave loves. She's seriously competitive, and she's faithful. She has a strong faith.
I've always admired David over the years, because he's the same guy every day, and he only knows one speed, and that's right, baby. Whether it's an 8 clap out of nowhere or just a big bear hug, I'm telling you right now, it's the energy why we all love David Allen. When David first told me he was talking to Molly Griffin, I realized that I'd known her brother for years as one of David's close friends. So a few things came to mind. The first thing I thought was, I'm sure glad I don't have a sister. Molly, it's been great to get to know you over the years. You bring that same unmatched energy to a room. Together, you're a powerful force. We'll all witness this on the dance floor shortly.
This is bigger than us. Count them up. We gotta think of all the other people. Hoping it's never enough. We deny the ones that came after us. They were left behind. Guess who gave them up?
count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't come in. You stay outside. You can't come in. You stay outside.
This is bigger than us. Listen up. Can't you see the 6 feet between us? Still stand together as one. We deny the ones that came after us. They were left behind. Guess we gave them up.
You can't come in. You stay outside. You can't come in.
Molly and I met when her family moved on the same street as mine, and we became instant friends or bickering sisters, still trying to figure out which one. I received a call from Molly roughly 15 years ago that a very attractive guy with tattoos was in her kitchen with her brother Ryan. Being the neighbor and curious teenage girl I was, I run down the block to check out the situation. After assessing, we agreed to come back to my house to chat about him a little bit, and she began to tell me that she will, in fact, be marrying Dave. I, Molly Griffin, just met the man I'm going to marry one day, and Kelly is going to be my maid of honor.
When I think about David Allen, three adjectives come to mind: passionate, ambitious, and loving. David is that person that always makes sure people are comfortable and feel loved. If you need a shoulder to lean on, if you need a couch to sleep on, if you needed something that wasn't anywhere nearby, you'd go get it. And that's something that I will forever cherish about you.
Since they've been dating, I know all three of us have gotten the same question. You know, how does Ryan feel about one of his best friends dating his sister? And you know, some nights I laid awake and I was thinking to myself, you know, what is it? How did Dave win Molly over? Is it because he's the life of the party? Like, yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. Is it because we used to bounce Molly's parties in high school? At Renata's house? I mean, there's a good chance that it could be his dance moves. But the thing that had won me over from day one, and why I never had a problem, and the thing that I think Molly loved the most too, was how he treats the women in his life. You know, I was there at Tulane whenever Brenda got sick, and Dave didn't even think twice. He left immediately. And although Dave is a younger sibling, he's always been Lexi's protector. And so I've known from then, I've never had a problem with him, and he's the man that I want.
I remember when you told me that you and Molly were something serious, I couldn't help but realize every single one of those traits I just talked about was so amplified in you. And it showed when I met her, because she embodies every single trait that I just spoke about. Thank you for loving David unconditionally and making him the happiest that he's ever been in his life. And David, I want to say thank you for always being the brother that I never had. And thank you for choosing the best sister that I never had, because remember, we're always going to be family.
When Molly was little and growing up, I always used to tell her that she was a rare gem. There's no other gem like her. And I said, somewhere, God has a man for you that's a precious gem collector. And that person's going to understand your value. He's going to want to pray with you. He's going to want to protect you.
So pretty. Thank you. Love you so much. I love you. Thank you for my card. You're welcome. You look just absolutely stunning. Thank you.
And make you brighter and more brilliant and shiny than anything I could ever do. And so it is with amazing pleasure that I'm here and that man's sitting next to you today. Somebody that values you, and you know that. And it just, as a father, it couldn't make me more happier.
I'm caught in the jaws.